just wouldn't shut up to Hadrian about needing to purge all of Trajan's former staff members, getting refused every time. So Adrianus, directly opposing the emperor's orders, had the Praetorians murder 4 ex-consuls who previously served Trajan, including the former governor of Syria and Lucius Quietus. Once he learned of the murders, Hadrian was horrified, immediately kicking Adrianus out of the Praetorian Guard, but the damage was done, and so the centaurs began beating without restraint. Ending treason trials and promising not to hurt them didn't please them, so Hadrian turned to the plebs, and to appease them for good, he had all state debts of the past 15 years pardoned, having the Praetorians burn the documents in public, making him even more popular than any Flavian. Speaking of whom, if Domitian was a micromanager, then Hadrian was a nanomanager. While Trajan left governance to his capable staff, Hadrian meddled with every single imperial affair, ensuring everything operated efficiently and justly. And to do so, he spent over half of his reign traveling through the provinces of the empire. First, he headed to the Rhine, disciplining them to prevent another one of their revolts, later having them prevent another Germanic incursion by upgrading the walls of the Limes Germanicus, which takes us to Britannia, where Hadrian headed north to deal with a recently crushed rebellion, and saw with his own eyes the monstrosities that there lived. Without hesitation, Hadrian ordered a massive wall built, to protect the citizens of Britannia from the horrors that now laid beyond the wall. He then went to Hispania, where he relaxed by hunting down animals and fucking some twinks, then went south to crush a Moorish rebellion, and then went to the east, there negotiating with the Parthians to stabilize the borders. And during his trips, he just kept building shit wherever he felt like. Everywhere, that is. And as he passed by, he renamed the Thracian city as Adrianople in his honor. Yet another thing for you to remember, pleb. That included reconstructions as well, therefore rebuilding Agrippa's Pantheon in its current form, and moving the Colossus Solis to stay beside it. Along his trips through the east, he indulged the wildest dreams of every Greek twink he found, until he met the most beautiful of them all, Antinous, who possessed an ass of such quality that even Sporus would kill for it. In such a good mood would Antinous put Hadrian, that while in Greece, he allowed the Greekoids to assemble themselves into a pan-Hellenic league led by Athens and Sparta, only for it to be broken apart by petty squabbling, as Hadrian both reassured Rome's authority over its client kings and indulged in the weird religion the Greeks had so shamefully copied from Troy. Afterward, he sailed for Judaea, there seeking to restore Jerusalem as a proper civilized Roman city, renaming it Aelia Capitolina, in honor of both him and Jupiter, ordering a temple in his honor to be built, later banning the barbaric practice of circumcision, which all combined to really trigger the Jews. A lot. By then, Antinous had come to mean much to Hadrian. It was the truest form of love there was, that of a cum-slut to their master. They even traveled to Egypt, visiting the pyramids and Sphinx as a rich couple in love does. Nevertheless, Antinous was still beset with one great terror, fearing when Hadrian would abandon him for a woman. Little did he know that Hadrian wasn't bisexual. He detested women, like his wife, but Antinous was still driven to depression over